Welcome to another video. Here I am. I got my free pull, and it had a glow. Let's see if Konami is scamming me once again. This was my free pack that I got from the event. Oh my goodness. Alright. Looks like the Konami gods demand that I play Purrely's. Let's go.
Unlike Decklist, I am not banned from Yu-Gi-Oh!
Alright, before we start, Purrely's new archetype, very splashable I think. XZ engine that involves adorable cats. Is it good? We'll find out later. Is it a scam? Well, you always know the answer to that, but let's find out how many gems I need to pull the Purrely's. Now people are saying Purrely's actually very cheap. So stick around, we'll see how many gems I need to make the Purrely's, and then I'm going to build some sort of water-based Purrely deck. So if you want to see water Purrely's, you stick around. Let's go. Now you always got to do the first 10 pulls slow. Then Konami will bless you with better pulls. But after the first one, you do it quick because you don't have time. We don't have time for slow pulls. If there's any other archetypes in this set that you want me to take a look at, let me know. Because always interested in building new decks. Looks like we got Mechanos. Mechancos. Are Mechancos good? You let me know. We're pulling a lot of URs though. Maybe this isn't a scam. Maybe finally, after watching my videos, Konami has decided to not scam people. They've reformed. Reformed Konami. Alright, Numeron Dragon. They want us to play Numerons. Well, Numerons, a lot of people don't like Numerons. They find them a bit brain dead. But you know what? Numerons are fine. It's a very linear strategy, and there's nothing wrong with having a very easy linear strategy. Win quick, you know. Numerons doesn't wombo combo for 10 minutes. They respect your time. Let's see if we can get more Purrely's. Now, the extra deck Purrely's, you only need like one or two copies of. And the main deck Purrely's are all like in the S, I think they're R's. So very easy to build this deck, at least as an engine. So I'm going to build probably a Purrely engine, and we'll splash it in a water deck and see how it works. If the Purrely cards are good. Usually start out with a bit more of the Purrely cards, and then if you know they aren't doing well, then you switch them out. Purrely happy memory. And the interesting thing about an archetype sometimes is seeing how little you can use of it. Like you can cut it down to its core pieces, its best cards, and run it as like an engine. How many slots in a deck is that going to take? And if a card, you know, a deck like Purrely, if it's like 10 cards, you could slot that in a lot of decks. 10 cards in the main deck. We'll see though. Pull number 9. Now we haven't pulled any other Purrely's, but before the video started, I was recording, or I was not recording, sorry. I dismantled a bunch of the banned cards. Don't forget, Konami does not remind you, but you get your URs back if a card gets banned. So my Rongo, banned, dismantled for free gems. Some of the tier limit support, also dismantled. Galaxy Eyes Afterglow Dragon, looks pretty cool, but is he good? I don't know. I don't have time to read. 2 URs, alright, this is actually pretty medium. We're hoping for 3 or more, so we gotta do another 10 pull. Let's go. Now we no longer have time to do all the pulls all slow like, so let's see if we get scammed. We did get scammed. Konami only giving me 1 UR. Number C62 Neo Eyes Galaxy Fry Photon Dragon, which is quite a mouthful of a name. But that means we gotta do another 10 pull. 10 pull number 3. Get skipping. Konami has not quite scammed me. Alright, this is Saga the Dragon Emperor, Purrely, my friend Purrely, and Purrely Sleepy Memory. These are the ones that you're going to want 3 of. I think the Sleepy Memory and the My Friend Purrely are probably the best 2 cards in the deck. But do you need to run these to play Purrely? You do not actually have to run these to play Purrely, I believe. We'll find out. We're going to find out if we can build a cheap Purrely engine. Because the core of the Purrely deck, before I do the next pull, we're going to do a little bit of a bonus. We're going to take a look at the cards included. The Purrely engine, I think every Purrely card, all the spell traps, that's not Purrely. That's not Purrely. Where's the Purrely spell traps? There we go. Here they are. They're all R. And each of them special summons a Purrely from the deck, which kind of starts your plays. So I don't even think you need... Like, if you're going to run this as an engine, not as a pure Purrely deck, I honestly don't even think you need the My Friend Purrely. I don't think you need Mekanko, the Purrely Sleepy Memory. We'll see, though. You let me know what you think, if we can cut this down to an engine that doesn't require a lot of URs. But we gotta do another temple. We have 3 URs from the archetype. And, ooh, okay, alright. This was very good. Was a good pull. Alright, now we got double of the My Friend Purrely, double of the Sleepy Memory. We have 2 of the Purrely Noir, which I think you only need one Noir. I think only 1 Noir is needed. And pulling some Diviners. This is a card I always wanted to pull, but I never got around to crafting it. This card can be used in a lot of decks. A fun little synchro card. Sends a fairy from the deck to the graveyard. Numeron Dragon. Don't think we'll be using Numeron Dragon. Also, got the X Purrely Plump. The SRs are pretty easy to get, so I don't really worry about the SRs too much. Yeah, we got a bunch of them though. Alright, so do I need to do another 10 pull? You know what? I don't know if I do. I could just craft the last 2 URs, which are the My Friend Purrely and the Sleepy Memory, and I could go about my business without any more pulls. So you know what? We got 2,000 gems left. Let's save. I think we're going to save the gems. Let's take a quick look. Alright, let's take another quick look. I think we can save the gems. We'll go build a deck and see how it goes. Let's go. Alright, I don't usually record my videos live, but we're going to do it live today. Going first, testing out the new deck. We are playing Purrely Atlanteans. And I did a couple test duels with this deck, and I will say it is very confusing to play. So we'll see how it does. Alright. Now, our hand has Purrely, but we also have Diva combo. So we're going to start off with what we know best. Now, the best way to play this deck, or the best way this deck can go, is if you have any of the Purrely spells. Any of the Purrely spells that you special summon the Purrelys from the deck without using your normal summon, which is one of the things that makes these new decks so strong. Also, none of the Purrely spells are once per turn. Not hard once per turn, so you can just Purrely all day. Starting us off with the old classic Mermill combo. Do what you know best, alright? That's what I always say. We're going to send and add the Dragoons. And because we have Poseidon in hand, I can do some extra spice. We're going to make our opponent discard a lot of cards. Take a look with the Minstrel. Minstrel activate. Discard the Dragoons. Take a peek at our opponent's hand. Opponent is also playing Purrelys. I appreciate you, opponent. I appreciate you. So what do we want our opponent to not discard? Well, we kind of don't like any of these cards. So I guess it doesn't really matter too much. Let's to take the Delicious Memory because they got 2. And Dragoon's going to activate. Going to search for the Moulin Glacia. We're going to get Moulin Glacin. We're going to get Tatsunoko. On the field. And we're going to make our opponent discard. Get discard an opponent. Doop. Discard 2. Alright, hit the Fenrir. That's nice to see. Alright, now we're going to Synchro Summon. And do we want to Synchro the Supreme Sovereign? Opponent not going to wait to find out. Alright, Classic Mermails wins it again. We got to make our level 10 Synchro, and then maybe we do Purrely plays on the next turn, but opponent not going to let us see it. Alright, let's go on to the next game. Alright, on to the next game. Always win the coin flip is my advice, as tradition. Let's see if the Purrelys get more action this time. Making our opponent discard very strong, but Purrelys also very strong. Okay, now we got the Purrelyest of Purrely hands. We got Happy Memory, Pretty Memory. We got Purrelys. Alright, so we want going first to Purrely it up. And we don't need to waste our cards by discarding, so let's just Purrely. Activate. Normal summon. We don't have anything else than normal summon, so let's just go for it. Opponent could Ash this, opponent could Imperm this, but does it matter? Probably not. Opponent gonna Ash it, alright. You know what? All good. Purrely getting Ashed. Eating the Ash Blossom. I am not afraid. Let's activate our Purrely. Now these cards are super finicky. You gotta be very careful, because they always trick you into thinking you're selecting them, but you're actually activating them. So you gotta watch out. Let's make our Purrely beauty. And we got the Happy Memory, which can protect it from card effects. Also can special summon a Purrely from the deck. Do we want to special summon a Purrely from the deck? You know what? I think we do. Let's just go for it. We're going to make another Purrely. We could have attached this, but we're not going to, for a good reason. We're discarding our Abyss Megalo, special summoning the Purrely. That's going to activate to search. We're going to get the My Friend. You got to be paying attention here. We're doing real hardcore Purrely plays. And now we get the card draw Purrely spell. We're going to get the Sleepy. Where is it? The Sleepy. This is the UR. This is why you need 3. Because you got to choose it 3 times so that you guarantee it in hand. Oh, opponent's got something. What do they have? They can't have Ash Blossom again. They already used that. They already did that one. Alright. Well, let's target the Happy Memory in the graveyard. Make a Happiness. We'll put it in defense mode because I don't know which stats are. Alright, we should have put it in attack mode. That was bad. That was a bad play. We're here to learn. Alright? We're learning today. And now we're going to Sleepy Memory. And you got to be super careful here. We activate our Purrely. Which one we want. This one, I guess. It doesn't matter, probably. We chain it. And we absorb the spell. The spell is now absorbed into our Purrely. Look at that. It's beautiful. No, we do not want to discard and summon a Purrely. Now we're done. That's it. That's our board. Beautiful. 2 Purrelys. I've never seen a more perfect board. Opponent. Standby phase. What's that? We get to draw. Love it. Card advantage. No, we're not going to Ash our own draw. Oh my god. Alright, well, you know what? We're going to summon that. Lapis Dragon. Confuse your opponent with 2 different unrelated archetypes. Lapis Dragon not going to do anything right now, but maybe he'll come in, do something later. Opponent summoning a White Stone of Ancients. Do we Purrely to negate it? No. Is he going to attack our defense position Purrely? Luckily, no. The answer is no. He didn't. Oh, maybe he will. Oh my god, Link Karibo. We're in big trouble. What's happening? White Stone Ancient searching for a Blue Eyes. We're going to let that happen. Could be a mistake. They could have the alternative in hand. But I'm willing to bet they have the discarding card that draws. There it is. Make them discard it. Then you Ash. This is how you know I'm a pro player, because I know what they're going to do before they do it. No. Always, I guess, summon your Purrelys in attack mode is the lesson here. Now, if opponent crashes into our Purrely, it's actually not the end of the world. Opponent Chaos forming to fusion summon. Alright. But we still got the Purrely negate. Opponent. Chaos maxing. Now, this card cannot be targeted or destroyed by card effects. So our Purrely, that cannot target it. It's target, so we can't use that effect. We're in danger. Opponent. Gonna hit one of our monsters. Which are they gonna hit? Actually get to kill 2 of our monsters here. But not if they do it that way. Oh my god, it has piercing battle damage. I did not know it had that. Okay. I learned my lesson. Alright, we'll go on to the next game. Alright. This time we're going second. We're gonna do one more game with the Purrelys. We'll see if we can summon them in attack mode this time. Or if the Purrelys just, you know, aren't up to snuff. Mermills did a lot. Mermills won us a game for free. The Purrelys, what have they done? Nothing. Opponent. You go first. If they start wombo comboing, don't worry, I'll skip it. Opponent. Exo Sisters. Love this deck. You know why? It's powerful, but it's just quick. It's simple plays. You summon 2 Exo Sisters, you XZ, you search the spell, or the trap, sorry, you set the trap, and you pass, and you banish 2 cards. Very strong. Very strong, very easy. And one of the things people have said is, especially if you're playing a lot of games, Exo Sisters is really good because it's not complicated. You know, with a deck like Purrely's, you're trying to play this on Master Duel, it is so finicky. You're going to get brain drain. You're going to misplay. Luckily, we can do our Purrely plays, trick our opponent into banishing our Purrely cards, and then Deep Sea Diva. Do our Deep Sea Diva combo. Opponent, getting the Stella. Did they search for the... They didn't search for the trap yet, so I guess they're doing that next. Alright, opponent, gonna Xe again, search for this trap, and then it's our turn. Our turn to do Purrely things. Exo Sister Michaelis, gonna search, and has the quick effect banish, and the spell or the trap that they're gonna get also quick effect banish. Exo Sister Pax, there it is. So opponent has 2 banishes, and they're doing something else. Giving up the banish to make the Magnifica. Quick effect can banish. Alright, so they're keeping the banish. Alright, so opponent has 2, possibly 3 banishes. That's a lot of banishes. So what do? Do we Happy Memory? Happy Memory discard, special summon the Purrely? I think that is the best play because we're going to use the Purrelys as bait. Activate. We got call by to negate hand traps. We got Pretty Memory, we got Happy Memory. I'm going to discard the Pretty Memory. No, we are not going to chain. What are we doing? We are targeting a card, and if it would be destroyed by card effect, it is not destroyed. So we'll pick this, I guess. Yes. Discard the Pretty Memory. Search for or special summon the Purrely. Opponent is going to banish this. I guarantee it. But his effect is already resolved. Look at how adorable he is. Opponent will banish in response. There it goes. The banish in response that we predicted. Search has already resolved though. The search has already happened, opponent. Now, one thing to note is that the Purrely field spell stops them from being targeted, so maybe we should be playing the Purrely field spell. We're going to activate the My Friend. My Friend Purrely. Opponent, are you going to banish this in response to the activation? We still have the Sleepy Memory, and then we have the Deep Sea Diva. Opponent's thinking about it. They're thinking about it. They might do it. They banish this in response. We don't get the search. They are doing it. Oh my god, this can do it twice? No, it said once per turn detached, so they're doing something different this time. What are they doing? Once per turn. I wish it told me what they were doing. Look at this paragraph. Who knows? Detach a material. Banish a card. When your opponent activates a card effect, quick effect, you return XZ monster you own attached to this card to your extra deck. Then you can special summon that monster from your extra deck using this card you control as material. Okay. So they're going to summon and then banish. Alright, our Call by the Grave won't do anything here. So we're going to let this go. Opponent. Summoning the Michaelis. Alright, so they had 3 banishes this whole time. Who knew? Cancel. We get priority though. Activate. Opponent forgot to toggle on. They are banishing the Purrely field spell. That was a bit of a mistake because now we get our Purrely search. Purrely search time. Oh wait, I forgot. MST negates. MST negates. I forgot. How could I forget? We're going to keep this call by because opponents still could have hand traps. I am concerned that the opponent could have hand traps. Yes. We're going to give up our boy Poseidra. He did his duty. Summon the Purrely. We're trying again. Opponent still has a banish, but we do get the search from the Purrely again. Exo Sisters have one more known banish plus any number of hand traps. You can see how a deck like this could be powerful. Just like look at how many. I think we gotta add the Happy Memory to hand. Look how many activations. Does Sleepy Memory have a Purrely? This one is Delicious. Delicious Memory. So we gotta get the Happy Memory. Only the happiest of memories. So we put those on the bottom. We will activate Get the happy memory. Opponent gonna banish our Purrely. They're not doing it. Show. XE. Opponent. Opponent is thinking. They're thinking, should I banish? Should I banish? They should. They should banish. Come on, opponent. Take the bait. Look how powerful our Purrely is. It could do anything. Opponent. Thinking. The thinking. The thinking continues. Opponent is thinking so hard right now. They're reading every Purrely card that's attached to this as a material. They're reading every Purrely card in our graveyard. But does our opponent know what Purrelys do? Does anyone? Now we have a trick. We have a secret to opponent just ignoring it. Alright, well, we have one more play. Deep Sea Diva time. Opponent. Are you going to respond to our Deep Sea Diva play? Ooh. Exo Sister Returnia activating, and they're going to banish our Deep Sea Diva. Well, that may be a mistake. Because we have the Prince. Opponent should have banished the Prince. Oh my god. They get to pop two things. Alright, I never knew. I never knew that it could pop two. Returnia says, target a card your opponent controls around the graveyard, banish it. Then, immediately after this, you can banish a monster, a card your opponent controls, so they get to banish twice. So strong. We're going to send the Dragoons. We're going to cancel. Add the Dragoons to hand. We're going to count to 5. 1, 2. Cancel. We are going to get the Minstrel, I believe. Minstrel go into Lapis. I guess we could just go straight into Lapis and keep Dragoons in hand. That's probably better. Opponent is out of banishes. They are out of banishes. But if we do the Minstrel line, we get to see their hand. That is worth something. It's not worth nothing. It's not worth nothing. Alright, let's do it. Let's see the hand. Activate. And now we're going to do our most powerful play. Now that we've used every Purrely card in our deck, we're going to take a peek at what opponent has. Oh my goodness. Opponent with a Lightning Storm, Exo Sister Packs, Triple Tactics Talent, and the evenly matched. Well, we have no way. We have no way to play around a lot of this. This is like an all-gas hand. We're going to get the Lapis Dragon. Lapis Dragon. Gonna special summon itself. And do we go for the Banishing Fish? The Banishing Fish or the Abysslacia? I think we gotta go for the Banishing Fish. Banishing Fish. It would be nice if we had more Purrely cards. But we're all out of cards. Opponent banished them all. They banished 4 of our cards. We still got plays. Look at us. Unfortunately, we cannot attack over this Mikaeus, and Mikaeus can quick effect banish a card we control, or in our graveyard. And they don't have a Mikaeus in the graveyard for us to negate with the... Yeah, so this is rough. This is rough. And they get back the card we banished. They get back evenly matched. So we're in extreme trouble. I would describe this as extreme trouble. We get the fish back. And opponent probably going to banish, but we'll just wait it out. We'll wait it out. We got to wait. We got to do the clever play. Opponent. Maybe they'll pop the back row with the Lightning Storm. If they pop the back row with the Lightning Storm, opponent going for the packs. Alright, what does this say? Quick effect, you can banish, right? Quick effect, target a card, banish. Yeah, so we got to wait till they activate this, otherwise we're massively screwed. Opponent getting the Martha. Getting the Martha. Now we could negate the Martha, but I don't think there's a point to doing that. We need our opponent to try and banish this. They're activating. It's the effect to search, not the effect to pop. That's how they trick you. And the banishing effect is not a detach effect, I think. If you control this card that's XIC summoned, you can target a card your opponent controls in their graveyard, banish it. Yeah, it's not a detaching effect. So opponent, free to quick effect banish, even though they have no materials. Get another Returnia. It isn't a once per turn either. Oh, it is. Each once per turn. So opponent can't just summon a second one and do it again. We will see. We do have to bait them out, because if they do it in response, we can't synchro summon. Opponent summoning another Mikaeus, okay. Second Mikaeus. Doesn't really change anything. Activating. Quick effect, banish. Love it. Synchro time. I really do hope this is once per turn. I'm pretty sure it is. Synchro Shokan, and we're going to Synchro Shokan the Aura Whale, because that's going to pop both of our opponent's monsters, hopefully. Unless they have some graveyard effect that I don't know about. Synchro Shokan, the whale. Get whaling. Oh god, the whale missed the timing. The whale misses timing! Oh, I forgot! We get to pretend to search for a card. The whale misses timing. Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! Never change. This is Sim King out. Don't put Purrelys in your deck. That's the lesson. Today's lesson, don't put Purrelys in your deck. Opponent gets to steal our monster. Alright, you know what? We're going to just leave. We were going to win, I'm sure. Opponent would forget to attack. We would top deck Deep Sea Diva, nuke their field. Live the dream. Alright, let's do one more game. Alright, we're doing one more game. We got the Purrelys, we got the Deep Sea Divas, we have our one copy of Prince in hand. Let's see if we can do sick plays. Now there is a secret with Deep Sea Diva when you have Prince in hand. It doesn't mean you've completely bricked. You just gotta believe in yourself. Opponent is going first and they're being slow, so we're gonna skip it. Don't worry, I'll skip it for you. Alright, opponent set 3 back row. And then did nothing, but we drew the My Friend Purrely, so let's see what this is. We're going to start with the Purrely plays. Purrelys don't lock you in anything, so there's no risk. No risk, but opponent could pop this, so that's fine. They could also pop it in response, because MST negates. Did you know that MST negates continuous spells? It does. But opponent not going to negate. They are letting it go. Alright. So what do we get? We're going to use our discarding effect, and we want the Happy Purrely. So we're going to get triple Happy. Reveal the triple Happy from the deck. Opponent. Thinking. Alright. Now we're going to Happy Memory. We are going to choose to discard. Cancel. Select a card. This one. Discard, yes. Special summon a Purrely. What are we going to discard? Now, really the best choice is probably the Dragoons, but I'm going to discard the Sleepy Memory. Sleepy Memory could be used to extend, but we're gonna let it go. We're going to get the Purrely. Purrely. Get on the field. Purrely activate. Effect number 1. Gonna add a Purrely card to our hand, but not a quick play spell. Opponent's really holding on to their secret back row. They don't want us to know what it is. Opponent hitting us with the Cyframe Gear Gamma. Gamma Gear will negate our Purrely and destroy it. Do we let this go? Do we let our Purrely get negated and destroyed? If we Ash Blossom it, he can just activate this again. So it doesn't really stop it. I think we gotta let it get negated. Our Purrely getting destroyed does let us add up to 3 Purrely quick play spells from our graveyard to our hand. So we get them back. Opponent summoning, negating, popping. Okay, hold on. It didn't happen. Why? Because you can only use each effect of My Friend Purrely once per turn. If a face-up Purrely XZ monster, has to be an XZ. I learned my lesson. Has to be an XZ. Deep Sea Diva time. Old reliable Deep Sea Diva, will you get negated? You're not a Purrely monster. Opponent has more negates, but opponent has no plays. These are getting banished. They have 2 set back row and no plays. So we don't have to give up. We still have the Purrely, My Friend Purrely's, which means we can do our Purrely plays on our next turn. Opponent's monster is about to get banished. And we got the Ash Blossom. So we're going to end the turn. Opponent's going to get banished. They got 2 more back row. And they got 1 draw. We'll see. We're not going to give up just because our opponent had a lot of disruption. And we didn't even need Deep Sea Diva's search because we had the Prince in hand. We do need this to live though. Opponent. Main phase 1. This is a very dramatic duel. The Purrelys use some interaction, but Bestial Lubellion gonna discard the search. We're gonna activate. Hope that these aren't 2 Call by the Graves. 2 Call by the Graves would be very sad. Opponent. No Call by the Graves? Yes. Okay. Alright, alright. The Bestial Lubellion is negated. No search for the Bestial. Opponent's still got 2 back row. We got the Prince in hand. Opponent thinking. They are done! Wow. We did it. We just grinded them out. Ash Blossom and Purrelys and Mermails working together. It's beautiful. Should we do one more game? I will do one more just for the fun of it. Alright, here is the full deck list. How was Mermail Purrelys? Well, they were okay. They weren't amazing. They lost to Blue Eyes, which means this is a Blue Eyes tier deck list. Maybe the Purrelys have potential, but I'm not seeing it. Also, I'm seeing a lot of finickiness. I know this is a tier deck, so don't come at me and be like, oh, Purrelys are really good in TCG, OCG. All I saw was Purrelys dying, alright? And a lot of effects that are very finicky. So you let me know if there's a better way to play the Purrelys. Also, if I can trim down this Purrely engine, because it's a lot of cards right now. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. It's almost half the deck is Purrelys because of the way the search effect works on the Purrely. My Friend Purrely, you got to reveal 3 cards to search. So, you know, if you want to be able to search any of these, you got to have 3 copies. So if we could cut one of these sets of Purrely spells, maybe we could run a reduced Purrely engine. But is that worth it? Are the Purrelys good enough as an engine? Frankly, I'm not seeing it. I don't think as an engine they're good. I think, you know, they might have power as a deck, as a full deck on their own with supplemental things. But as an engine, I'm not seeing Purrely being that strong. I know there's a powerful attack with the happiness. I know you can negate with the beauty. I know that it's possible to get X Purrely Noir and start sending things. But really, I'm seeing a 17 card engine that you could replace with DP or Adventure. But you let me know what you think. Let me know if Purrelys are splashable, if I should try some other Purrely techs out. Maybe I should be running the Purrely field spell. Hope you liked the video, and I'll see you next time. Have a good night. Let's quickly go through the extra deck because I don't want to skip anything. We got extra deck right here. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.